E aí galera que tá ligada aqui na Stay Rock Brasil, belezinha? Hoje estamos aqui com essa banda maravilhosa, Metternich, os ganhadores do Wacken Band Contest, um dos maiores shows, dos maiores festivais do mundo de heavy metal rock and roll. E hoje vamos estar aqui conversando com essa banda sobre os álbuns deles, os shows que eles vão fazer e também o primeiro lugar no Wacken Battle Contest. Guys, how are you?
You're fine.
You're fine.
Fine.
We're very electrified.
Levend oder wie man auf Wienerisch sagt, ne?
We feel very appreciated.
Well, first of all, thank you for, and thank you, congrats actually. Let's start like this. Congratulations for the first place at the Wacken Band Contest.
Obrigado.
Hot air. Wow.
Hot air?
Wow. De nada. Guys, I'd like to interview you guys, or starting off this interview, like talking about the background, the music background of each of you guys. You can start with him and then carry on.
All right.
Rock, rock, rock. That's it.
Alright.
This sums it up in a way.
Sums it up, yeah.
We love.
Well,
we love rock and roll.
Alex is actually quite good guitar player,
Thank you very much.
but
Drama.
even better singer.
And Alex, how did you start in the music? How did you get involved in the music?
I got involved in the music. I was constantly singing, you know, and I had the privilege to learn instruments, piano, guitar, and I improved my singing with accompanying myself alone. Yeah.
And how long have you been, like, you know, playing music and being in love with music?
Like, since I was born.
This is good.
Since I was born.
And also you haven't been like being a professional musician for a while, like singing in different places. Tell us a little bit about it, if you can.
Yeah, well, everybody has to have a job, and I decided to get on stages and play music for money.
This is a good thing, guys. See? And what about you, Bernie? I know you have a, like, you know, back to LA, back to Vienna. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, I started playing drums when I was 5 years old. My dad played bass in a band already. My mom played organ since I can remember. And I was always like really into drums. Like I listened. My dad played Deep Purple to me when I was a little kid, and the Beatles, of course. And I was like, yeah, I want to be like the guy with the hit thing.
Drumstick.
The guy with the nose.
Yeah, and this like carried on, and yeah, then I went to Los Angeles, like you mentioned before, the Los Angeles Music Academy with Ralph Humphrey and Ralph Porcaro and guys like that. So it was really a really cool experience. Yeah, and after some years, I met those guys and we founded this band, and that's like the best project so far where I could be part of.
True. What about you, buddy?
Yeah, for me it also started like at the age of 4 or 5 years. So I started with playing the mandolin and accordion because my grandfather was leading an orchestra. Then I changed instrument, went to drums, did jazz drums in Vienna, and by the time founded a band with some school friends, which still exists, and these two guys are also part of it. It's Brutality.
Oh yeah,
and then
you guys got together.
Someone had to play bass at this band, so I had to play the bass. And now I'm playing bass for Metternich.
And just for the record, you're not brothers. Everyone tell me you're not brothers. Just clarify.
They are cousins, and that's a lie. And that's a lie.
They're somehow connected.
Through rock and roll.
To rock and roll.
That was cheesy. Yeah.
Guys, the name of the band. How did you guys come up with this Metternich band name, actually?
Well, actually, it was David who first said it.
But we have a really good story about it, right?
Yes,
Tell
we
us.
do.
We're here. Come on.
Well, you know, we wanted to have a name with relation to to Austria. I mean
especially to Vienna.
To Vienna, yeah, to some guy, a famous Austrian name that's already been there. But the world is full of names like that, like Kaiser Franz Josef, Franz Ferdinand. In Austria we have Freud, Kreisky,
Schwarzenegger,
banda, if you will, you know, was an Austrian prostitute, a famous one, or something. And so there were only two names free to use. One was Sinovat and the other one was Metternich. And yeah, I think it's pretty obvious what to choose there.
It was especially important to have one name that's connected to Vienna and which describes our kind of music, which is like a little bit royal, but also a little bit dirty and a little bit, yeah, Strizi-mäßig. But this word is really hard to explain.
Also music which, I don't know, bands together people and, I don't know, party music in a way.
And then Metternich also stands for the Vienna Congress. In history, he was the guy who like kind of won over Napoleon back in the days, and he connected all the countries in Europe again to make peace for a long time, and that was his accomplishment in history. So we took this name because it has some positive vibes.
Yeah, we only picked the positive vibes.
Yeah, we like.
Just got the positive vibes mixed with rock and roll.
Especially that, yeah.
And then, okay, that's Metternich. Alright, that's cool. Guys, talking about EPs and albums. I see a lot of stuff here. Just talk a lot through us about it.
Well, that's our first masterpiece. It's called Geschichteldrucker, where we defined fürstlicher Strizi-Rock, which is the music genre that we play. We invented the name ourselves. But it is what it is. Strizi-Rock. Like Arnie would say, it's the schmee, you know, with the schmee.
At the party. At the party.
At the party. Don't forget to do the back. Okay. Yeah, our second album, we decided to make it a little bigger. And put it out as a vinyl, in a vinyl version as well. And here we got limited 7-inch single vinyl.
Urlaub wie früher.
Which both songs are on the Eucalyptus now on the second album.
And I have a question, this koala thing here. How did you guys got this mascot?
Well, first of all, we have to explain, there's not only the three of us, but there's also the fourth guy. He's the guitar player, and
it's not a guy, it's an animal.
It's an animal.
It's an animal.
It's an animal.
And he's a koala bear, which can play guitar. It's
very well.
It's very unique. Like no other band has playing.
We found him in Zoo Schönbrunn.
He's from the Viennese Zoo.
Yeah.
And he can play very well. Like he's an awesome guitar player. He's also like the main songwriter of most of the songs, actually.
Composer, arranger, genius. Koala, if you hear this, you're a genius. He will watch it when he's awake because he's actually sleeping now. He sleeps 20 hours a day. You know?
During the day he's sleeping, at night he's full on.
Yeah, full on rock and roll.
But if you check our YouTube videos, you can see him perform on stage when he's awake, those 2 or 3 hours.
And guys, talking about the EP, the album, in the band, who writes the songs, who write the riffs, and also who produce all of this thing?
Well, first of all, we produce it together, and we recorded both of the albums with Norbert Leitner in Vienna. He also produced it with us, but most of the work is from us, actually.
And the mastering is done by Mike Wolf from Contrast. And yeah, I mean, production-wise, we also do the pre-production completely on our own in our project studio here in the Proberaum, in the rehearsal room. Most of the musical stuff is from the Koala.
Composing, and lyrics is from me, most of the lyrics actually. But some of the songs are also like a co-production from all of us, and like he put some lyrics in, sometimes me, and like...
Yeah, and the arrangement process happens in
the end we always finish everything together. Like one guy has an idea, brings it in, and then we work together on those.
If it's approved, then it becomes
A
the
song.
next masterpiece.
I like this. I like this.
Easy.
And how was the process like going through? Like, okay, because I mean, it's different steps until you get to the finals.
Yeah, I think getting into the finals was a decision by the jury.
As well, yeah.
But
As well.
we got informed by email again that
Mhm.
we are in the finals. So, and then we started like preparing for the show and like thinking about it,
How
which
to
song-
optimize the set list.
which songs to play,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, and how to appear, and but in the end we just did our thing, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because when we go on stage, we always give our best, and this time, of course, we thought about it a little bit, which song or what can we say to the crowd, but in the end we just decided to do our stuff.
I mean, it's a bit different because we're not a metal band per se, so you have to approach maybe the audience and the jury maybe in a slightly other way than usual.
I mean, with an envelope.
Okay, we're gonna leave that out, I think. No, but I mean, yeah, in a way, optimizing the set list, really choosing the right songs, maybe.
The metaliest.
It's
Songs.
more or
The
less
most
the hardest,
metalist
the
songs.
most
The
metal song,
hardest
yeah.
songs.
The hardest songs, yeah, and then
So far.
and then just put on a full-on performance and yeah, hope for the best.
And how was like it? I mean, was it what 2-3 days ago? 3 days ago, right?
Yeah.
Saturday, 3-4 days ago. I don't remember. I'm bad in time.
I would need a calculator now, but
I mean, how was just like you guys? You guys are on the 4th slot. I remember on stage. 4th or 5th? I think 4th. How was just like, you know, okay, is now or never? How was the like the you guys got butterflies in your stomach or shit like, hey, we go or we don't go to Wacken, you know, it's kind of...
well, first of all we prayed, you know, because we were the 4th. We said, may the 4th be with us.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Yeah, totally. And
Of course, we all
it did. It did work out, you know.
What about you, Bernie? I mean, your second experience, like, how was like, oh shit, am I gonna go or not? What's gonna happen?
Well, of course I was excited. And it was really a great feeling to hear that this time it was like, yeah, finally.
Yeah, and it was also nice that the crowd in a way appreciated the stuff, because I mean the crowd consisted of fans of 6 metal bands and us,
True.
our fans, so I think there was some appreciation there,
Yeah,
which was very nice.
There was really a nice feeling about people talked to us after the show who were not there because of us,
Yeah.
but because of other bands, and then they told us, wow, you guys were really cool, I didn't know you guys, but we liked it. And
I had to talk to so much people.
they were really like, they just really loved our show. They loved our lyrics. Of course, it was in Austria, all those things. Everybody understands German. Our lyrics are funny, partly, of course, and yeah, so it was a really good feedback, and this alone was really nice to experience.
That's good.
and you could feel the appreciation on stage instantly after the first song. There was,
right?
yeah, you could hear the audience then, and okay, this is right. So
They like it. Give them
give them
more.
the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It was like, you know, when you guys jump on stage. I mean, the whole place was packed. The whole Viper was like a lot of people, and like as you said, as Bernie said, or you Alex said as well, a lot of people like the other bands. They came and stopped. Hey, what is this guy's doing? You know, and they all just started listening, and then it could be new fans.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Guys, from now until Wacken, any gigs happening?
Yeah, actually, there's one special thing.
There's one
Coming up.
special occasion. The two of us, the drummer picks up the guitar and
Acoustic guitar.
the acoustic guitar.
Sounds like Dave Grohl somehow.
It's in an
Carry on.
it's in an unplugged way. Yeah. I mean, yeah. He sounds like Dave Grohl in a way.
He's the Austrian Dave Grohl.
Yeah,
I know
the
that.
thing is, that's the historic, the real Metternich, you know, first Metternich, and it's his 250th year after he was born.
Mhm.
So, and some historian, thank you guys, he wrote a book about him, and it mentions us in the last chapter. You know, like, what state of this? Oh, there's a band who call themselves Metternich, and we talk about was this guy good or not.
Mhm.
So he does some reading, we do some songs of
Perform
ours
some songs, yeah.
that are linked to the topics, and then we discuss
Metternich.
Yeah.
Metternich.
The real Metternich.
That's the real one.
And maybe also the band. So.
Yeah, both actually. Yeah.
Actually, we didn't really think about the link to the name, but now we're starting to discover more and more similarities.
Mhm. Now I see. Now,
You also dressed
And now
like us in a way.
And now it's time to take that on stage.
Exactly. Yeah.
it's true. I mean, wow. I mean, and I mean, now I know a bit more of the background of the story. Wow, it's interesting, guys. It's really interesting. So, guys, do I see you guys at Wacken backstage?
100%.
Rocket, guys. Thank you all. Awesome interview.
Obrigado.
De nada, de nada. They can speak Portuguese. Oh my gosh! And I've been here so long here, I cannot even speak like in a word in German or not in German, in Austrian. Ah,
You can say Prost.
yeah, and the other one we cannot say here
No, we
because
can't
many people watching here. Guys, thank you a lot, and I see you guys in Wacken.
Yeah,
Looking forward.
rock and roll.
Hello Fans, wir lieben euch.
Servus, wir sehen uns in Wacken.
Bis bald.
Gacken in Wacken.